Hi guys, this is Egwick, and today I'm gonna teach you how to play Omen on Bind. This guide will include essential one-way smokes, great paranoia spots, and aggressive teleport setups. If you do enjoy this type of content, or if you'd like to see more of this, please do consider subscribing as it really helps out my channel a lot. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's start off with a one-way for B long. You want to place your smoke around this area, and you want the black shadow to cover around half of this block. That's basically it for this smoke. This gets you a nice peek into B long, and you can opt to play from sight, or you can play a little closer up. And this is what it looks like for the people pushing up B long. Next is a smoke for CT or defender side spawn. All you have to do is place the black shadow and the green arrow on top of the left ledge. And now you have a great one-way that gets people crossing from CT into elbow. This is really great on post-plant situations as it's a safe way for you to watch the cross. The best place to play with this smoke is cubby, as you can see their feet as they cross, whereas they really can't see anything. Next is a smoke for elbow that's also great on post-plant situations. You want to align the bottom of the smoke with this line over here, and make sure that the green arrow isn't coming out of the wall. So the lineup for this smoke is a bit lenient, but as a general rule of thumb, you want the smoke to be coming out of the wall as much as possible without having the green arrow drop to the floor. One of my favorite places to play with this smoke is from hookah, as people coming from elbow will have zero vision of you. He's really going to have to swing wide if he wants to peek hookah. Next is probably the most common one-way smoke on Bind, and this is the B short smoke for cubby. You want to make sure that the green arrow is on top of the box and as close to the edge as possible. And that's it.
Shadows traveling.
Now you have a great one-way into short, and I'd recommend playing from pocket or from sight, as those two spots are pretty good at abusing this one-way. And this is what it looks like for the guy pushing up a short. Alternatively, there's another smoke I like to do for a short, but I don't use it as often as the one on top of the box. For this smoke, you want to align the bottom of the smoke with these two lines over here, and make sure that the green arrow is inside the wall.
Shadows traveling.
Now you have a great one-way for the right side of a short, and typically you're going to be using this smoke at the start of the round. Next is a one-way for showers or for bath. You want to make sure that the green arrow touches the bottom of the plank and align it where the post makes a right angle. Now you can see people pushing into showers, whereas they won't have any vision of you. Just note that if they move farther back, they're going to be able to see your feet just a little bit. But by that time, they should already be dead. Next is a one-way smoke for CT from A heaven. This is a great smoke on post-plant situations, as you can catch rotations coming from B site. What you want to do is just align the top of the green arrow with this line over here.
Shadows traveling.
And this is what it looks like for the guy pushing into heaven or pushing into vents. Okay, that's it for the one-way smokes. Now let's move on to some teleport setups. First is a teleport from cubby into B site. I like to use this teleport to reposition, especially if I'm already seen by someone in B long, as it gives me an unexpected angle to peek. Before the start of the round, it might be a good idea to teleport on top of this box. This gets you a nice peek into the right side of Ace short, especially if they're lured into a false sense of security because of Sage's wall. I recommend holding this angle with an up and then dropping down as soon as you get a kill or if you're in danger. At the start of the round, you can teleport into this corner in showers, and you can either wait for people to cross or peek the guy pushing in. This is great as people usually don't expect you to come from the left side. If you're playing close hookah, teleporting from side to side is a great way to trick your enemies. However, sometimes it might be better to fake the teleport and stay where you are. When playing retake on B, especially if you're smoked out, people usually don't expect you to teleport into site. However, if you're not smoked out, it might be a good idea to teleport across the doorway so that you're not seen by the player playing in hookah. Like the showers teleport, you can also teleport across B long for an unexpected angle to peek from. Just be careful as better players might already anticipate that, so you might want to fake a TP here and there. Here's a teleport setup from short that gets you into U-Haul. You want to make sure to flash first so that the player playing in U-Haul can't hear the sound of your teleport. You can teleport into your smoke in B site from hookah for some unexpected picks into the back line.
Just one garden. Fuck me, man, that's crazy. Unfair.
Alternatively, for a quick plant, you can teleport into site, plant the bomb, and then teleport back out into hookah.
Spike planted.
When playing post-plant in A, teleporting into heaven is a great way to catch rotations from CT. Teleporting into this corner from showers can get you a nice angle into U-Haul. However, be careful when you use this teleport as it's pretty risky because you leave yourself open to U-Haul, so you might want to smoke it out first. Lastly, you can use the built-in teleporters on the map to trick your enemies into thinking you teleported when in fact you didn't. Moving on to some great paranoia spots. If you're the player in U-Haul, flashing into A short while the enemy team rushes it down is a great way to get some kills. If you're playing in triple box, you generally have two options. The first option would be to flash towards showers, and the second one would be to flash towards short. Usually I go for the showers flash as it's a little trickier to land the flash that goes towards short.
Blinding.
When playing B site or when playing retake on B, you can use this flash to get cubby and hookah. Alternatively, if the enemy team has not entered site yet, you can use the same flash but do it from behind the box on site. If you hear people rushing from garden or B long, you can use this flash to delay the push and buy your team some crucial time.
Stealing sight.
If you're the elbow player and the enemy team is already in sight, you can use this flash to blind the planter or to blind other people who are playing in cubby.
Stealing sight.
You can blind the entirety of hookah from this spot, making it an easy push for your team.
Blinding.
Lastly, if elbow isn't smoked out, you can blind the player in elbow from this spot and be long so that your team pushing from hookah doesn't have to worry about it. That's it for the great paranoia spots on bind. Now let's move on to using your ultimate. Teleporting into elbow when your team already has sight is a great way to catch rotations from CT. On defense, teleporting into this pocket over here can help you avoid the Killjoy ult and get you some unexpected picks in the process.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
CT is a pretty common spot to teleport into, however, I suggest teleporting on top of this box to throw off your enemy's crosshair placement. Lastly, like in the elbow teleport, you can teleport into heaven to catch rotations coming from B side. If you've made it this far into the video, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you have any comments or suggestions, I'd really love to hear them down below. And if you enjoy the content or if you want to see more, please do consider subscribing as it really helps out my channel a lot. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.